It's another episode of the Modern Black Man Podcast. This week, I am joined with an esteemed guest, somebody that I really wanted to have a conversation with about virtues and morals, Mr. Dustin Hadley.
Hey,
Welcome, welcome. I appreciate you making time. I just wanted to have a conversation about virtues, about morals, and I think that you're a great person to have this conversation with. Somebody that I feel exhibits a lot of great character traits, and we're gonna break them down a little bit.
all right.
First on the docket, we've got loyalty. I think a lot of people define loyalty a lot of different ways. I'm going to give a brief encapsulation of loyalty. As far as personal development, I think that loyalty to oneself is something that involves being true to one's own goals, values, and beliefs. It helps in building a strong sense of self and provides a stable foundation for personal growth. Loyalty to others, such as friends, family, and mentors, can foster supportive relationships that are, I think, incredibly vital for personal development. That's kind of how I've laid out loyalty. Obviously, loyalty is important for social cohesion. It creates a sense of belonging and strengthens the bonds within our communities. When individuals are loyal to each other and to the group, it promotes trust and dependability, which I think are the glue that lubricate all of society. Real ones make the world go round. That's why you're on the show. What do you think about loyalty?
So I like how you started. Loyalty to yourself because I think that's 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 it's really deep and it's really important to be first and foremost loyal to yourself because you know
Absolutely.
they if you decide to be loyal to somebody else like first like and foremost and not have yourself you know
You
yeah
can't help anybody until you help yourself. I think that
right
we, especially as men, we make the mistake of feeling like our example is enough. Our example is a bond of motivation. And in my experience, man, this walk is so hard for everybody. It's just not that simple. You know,
yeah
yeah, man. As far as loyalty to oneself, I think that we all exhibit it in different ways. I think that you can have that loyalty internally, and you're driven by it. I think that you can witness it in someone's discipline, and obviously, like I'm talking about the social cohesion. Um, the world is only going to be productive and successful when we're all on when we're loyal to each other.
I didn't realize that was gonna happen.
No, it's cool, man. It's all good.
It's fine.
But
It's on my the phone is my camera, so I'm gonna have to call him back here in a minute, or I can message him.
for sure, for
It's my
sure.
son. Sorry.
Oh no, it's cool. I know that that can be important. Um,
But yeah,
but yeah,
uh,
those virtues they rule our world. And I'll go over all five that we're going to talk about today. But that first one of loyalty, um, how do you feel that that's exhibited in the world? How do you feel that loyalty is seen in our world?
oh, 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 there it goes. Which, um, I, I don't know. I see less and less of it. It seems in the world, but maybe my world's a little smaller. You know what I mean? Like I'm a little more closed off than I have been recently, or in the past. But like,
Sure. I think that I think we all want loyalty. I think that
oh yeah,
it's so important. It's so good that we have to talk about it and we have to walk within it. And I think that we have to realize it to really get to that top, to really get to the pinnacle. It's just one of the main 5 ingredients. To give a good roadmap of the 5, we're going to talk about loyalty, pride, authenticity, honor, and integrity. I think those are the 5 ingredients to success in life.
Yeah,
For sure. But as far as positive aspects of our loyalty, like the trust building, the community support, and the strength of our commitment, I think that you walk it, man. You told me that you would be on, and you are the person I want to have this conversation with, and you met that obligation, and I appreciate that. I think that we all can find loyalty in our lives, in our circle, and in this world. It's just a matter of really developing a nose for it, really like exploring and looking for it, because sometimes it doesn't come to us. I mean,
yeah,
I'm grateful for all of my connections, all my relationships, the people that are in my world, because they maintain loyalty. That doesn't mean that everyone is always going to be loyal, and that doesn't mean that everyone has always been loyal to me. But I think that really engaging in your relationships maintains that pillar, and it's important to me.
yeah, man. Then it's so hard to uh, it's so hard to figure out what happened though. I guess I'm kind of skipping ahead and like in I don't know, in my like situation, like I got lost over having like a false blind loyalty to, so like I it's honestly turned my whole like world around, and not but
Mm-hmm.
it it doesn't change my character any more than any.
I could relate to that. I think men, like I think I kind of said that earlier. As men, we stand on that business. We want loyalty to be in our world, and we give it to swine. We give that
Right.
loyalty to people that don't deserve it. And I think
Yeah.
that that is one of the most powerful lessons in life. It really, for me, helped me understand my worth. It really, for me, helped me understand what I contribute to a situation. And navigating that, I think that you develop an instinct. You know when someone's not loyal to you by
Yeah.
walking true, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I guess I'm kind of in. I don't know. I think I'm learning it right now. Like, I picked it up, but I'm not sure what to do with it. You know what I mean? Like,
what do you mean? Like, Alexa, Alexa, stop. So like, you know, what is to be expected. You
right.
just haven't conditioned or the behavior yet, right?
Right. Well, I haven't really experienced it much, like it's loyalty towards me. It doesn't seem like it's hardly ever been there, but I've been giving it away like crazy. So, you know, uh, it's, it's wild, man. Uh,
Environment, bro. I'm telling
yeah.
you,
Yeah.
it's about who you have in your circle, and there's nothing wrong with being betrayed. I know that sounds wild, that sounds crazy, but
Right.
they betrayed Jesus, man. Like, think about
Right.
that.
Yeah. Man, ultimately. Yeah.
Yeah, like everyone betrayed Jesus, bro. Like the disciples sat with this man in his lowest moment in
Right.
flesh, and they betrayed God. Yet they were believers, and they demanded from the same one they betrayed. I think that that's a good allegory for life, because as men, we sometimes have blind loyalties, but the walk teaches us the morals, the lesson. The walk gives us the instincts that we need. And it's all about our relationships. Everyone is important, because just like in the example of Jesus, everyone is ultimately going to have to acknowledge that they need a savior, or ultimately they're on borrowed time because we're not going to live forever.
Right.
You feel me? Like that's what I've learned. So to listen to your example or your situation, I think that you're going to get there. I think that you're going to over deliver. You're going to be surprised. Um, I hear you talk about your boy. He you're pouring into him love, resources,
Uh,
trust, and everything that's needed, and he's going to bleed that into his relationships that will echo into the future. So again, it's about noticing your contribution, your impact, and your power. I think that you have significant power. It's just a matter of you executing and having the confidence in who you are and who you're developing.
right. Yeah.
Most definitely, man. Well, let's talk about pride. Since we kind of flirting with it, we hinting at it. I think that this is a double-edged sword. Pride itself is critically important. I'll kind of give another definition of pride because this is a huge one for me in personal development when I do my coaching and things like that. Healthy pride is about acknowledging one's accomplishments and using that as a foundation to build self-esteem and confidence. It can serve as a motivation to continue growing and striving for improvement. As far as our society, our collective pride in a community and our achievements and cultural heritage or shared values, it can unite us. It can unite members and foster a sense of solidarity. This is what encourages individuals to work towards the common good and contribute positively to society. A little bit of a flirt with faith too, but that pride is so important. It's not arrogance, it's pride. And I think that when you really love the world, you love people, you love the things around you, you aspire for life.
Yeah.
I think that motivating people is so important. I mean, that's kind of something I've discovered just in life is how much life there is in our world and how much power we have as people to pour more of that life into others. It's everything.
Yeah. Absolutely. Sorry, just 1 second.
No, no, you good. Because I was going to ask you if there's a community that you take pride in or community that you love.
Okay. Say that again.
Yeah. Is there a community that you take pride in or a community that you love? Chiefs Kingdom is a legit answer too.
Yeah. Right. Chiefs Kingdom. Oh, I didn't put that one up. I've got a Chiefs banner too, but it was it.
They're winners now, man. I worked at Arrowhead. I did that for a while too, man. And they weren't winning games like this. They
So
are a dynasty.
so talking about going back to my boy, man, this last year has been since like September has been so rough for me, but
Mm.
life happens, so you just deal with it.
What happened in September? Like life changes?
Oh yeah. Um my my so my I don't even know what to call her now. I reveled her my wife is for the longest time, I had never even pictured anything changing. Like I'd never thought in a million years we would ever split up.
Mm.
But it happened, and like I'm relearning how to do life. Like I walked out of high school 23 years ago and was with this woman up until last September.
Oh wow. That's devastating, bro. That's That is significant.
Yeah, it's a big change. So anyway,
Yeah.
so I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. You know, I got this eviction, I got this and that, I got driver's license problems. It's just a number of everything tries to stack up on you just to keep you down. But I
Yeah, it
mean, what do
does.
you just pick up what you got left and you run with it. What like I. But so going back to that, the Chiefs Kingdom is the reason I brought that, started
Hmm.
bringing that up anyway. Was man, people are amazing. So
Yeah.
on Christmas, uh, my boy was adopted for like presents or whatever, and like as I'm going through this turmoil, I'm like blessed by these people myself because this kid's going into he's going into his second year of high school football, and like he didn't play pee-wee football or anything like that. And the reason he ever even picked it up was because he always watched dad watching the game and
Right.
everything, and then he just kind of grew a love for the sport as well, and not ever playing it um organized or anything like that. He just decided, hey, we've played enough catch in the front yard, I'm good. And ran with it. But anyway, so on Christmas he was adopted by this family, and
Mm.
while we're champions, we went to one of the coldest games. It wasn't the coldest game where everybody's losing limbs and crap. I
Yeah.
don't know what they said. It was like negative 23 wind chill or whatever. But it was the one before that on Christmas Day. We went to where they lost to the Raiders of all teams. But hey, man, I was so excited to even just be there with my boy. We got to go through the Hall of Fame and see all that, and we were way up in the nosebleed. But man, it was such a good time. I was drawn to tears over it because I
Awesome
foreseeing
memories.
being able to do that in the situation I've been put in, like that looked bleak. Like there's no way I'd have been able to pull it off. So man, just amazing what some people do.
It
And
is, man. It's life is all about people. It's about relationships, and we're talking about pride. I think
pride,
that for whatever reason, we have so much pride in ourselves that
yeah,
we lose sight of how much or how proud we should be of the people around us, our connections. It's not
yeah,
just how much they love us, but how much they prove to us that they love life with the things they
right,
do. Yeah,
yeah.
man.
When I think of pride, I'm always drawn back to the like how men like their pride, like it keeps us back or whatever because we won't ask, don't throw the directions away or whatever.
Right.
Like foolish pride, I guess.
I know how to get there. I've been driving for so long. I
Yeah.
done did this, leaning everything on the past. You were talking about the coldest game in history. Straight up, I went to the coldest game at Arrowhead when they played the Dolphins because I was a Ricky Williams fan back in
Oh
the
yeah.
day.
Nice.
I remember that one, and I wasn't much of a, I wasn't a super into the Chiefs Kingdom like that. But pride. It's where we want our heart to be versus where it truly is sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good compass because having pride in the right things, it directs you in the right direction every time.
Yeah.
And I mean, your boy, man, that's you're blessed, bro. I want to build my family, and I would love to be able to say that I had a kid playing ball, and you know what I mean. To have memories like that,
Yeah.
the pride is so powerful, and I think that we just got to learn how to leverage it. We got to learn how
It's
to do it the right
right.
way.
It's hard, yeah. I mean, so yeah, when I am blessed, I'm not gonna deny that. That's for sure.
And you know it,
I got
bro.
two beautiful boys, and so the other one's older. He is like an incredibly talented kid, but Not with football, he's not that kind of kid.
Sounds like he's an artist.
Yeah, exactly. He's actually really talented, very talented artist. He sketch whatever you want, and with a
That's
quickness.
cool.
And like I don't know what he aspires to do or whatever, but I don't know. He can go a number of different ways. I can tell you that much. And he's actually a really good guitarist too, which kicks my butt because I had to pick up the ukulele because the guitar's too much. So,
You made that though. That's your creation, bro. And that
yeah,
pride, you know what I mean? It's a good thing.
right. And yeah, I, dude, I can't be more proud of those
Yeah.
two. And like everything that they do is just, and it's unreal how I don't even know how because I thought I was just completely screwed up, but I
Mm.
wound up with the uh most well behaved, most sensible children that you could ask for. So I had to done something right.
I was gonna say, man, you did. You absolutely did. Because it doesn't happen by accidents, man. It really doesn't happen by accident. It's all a plan. It's just a matter of understanding where that plan's taking you.
I mean, you take pride in what you value, and
Exactly.
if you value the wrong
Exactly.
things, then you're gonna have the wrong type of you know demeanor. You're gonna have the wrong. You're gonna be all wrong.
Yeah. Straight up. And I mean, it all goes hand in hand. That's why, we're talking about the big five, which authenticity is next on our list. I think for personal development, being authentic means staying true to oneself and not conforming to societal expectations at the expense of one's values. Authenticity allows for genuine self expression, which is key to personal satisfaction and emotional well being, um, which you've proven to provide to this world in two different souls. When people are authentic, they build honest and transparent relationships, and this can lead to greater understanding and acceptance within our society, reducing conflicts and fostering a culture of respect for
Yeah,
individuality. Those are the important things. And I mean, you have two souls to show for it. As far as authenticity, I don't think people in this world show that enough, just like loyalty. I think that
yeah,
there's way more value in conformity. There's way more,
right,
of a priority in just trying to get along. And I
yeah,
think a lot of people have a fear of standing out because
right.
we've shunned authenticity.
I've
Flaw.
always, I've always, I've always tried to, like people are afraid to stand out, like you just conform. Like I've always tried to take the path that nobody else would, and it makes it really hard when like people don't want to like if you like I'm not asking for help, right? Because they're not giving like you won't give me help because I'm not like uh what's the word, like I'm not conforming to what everybody else, what they want me to do, and it's because, well, for one, I'm an Aries, and like we're just
Uh-oh.
built that way. Like we have to do it our way, first, which might be completely off to the left when everybody else is going right, and that's just what I've always done. And so if I
Mm.
get it wrong, then I might try it your way. But like I don't know.
But you're not wrong.
I'm trying to take, I'm not trying to take the easy way out because I know the easy way out always winds up being
Mm.
crap in the end. It's not, you know, the hard road is always
That's
the most.
fulfillment, though, and that's the goal. That's what you're learning in kind of doing this balancing act between being vulnerable
Yeah,
and, you know what I mean. I think
right.
that's the lesson, and it's so hard for many people to figure that out, man.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's crazy when you walk it. It's like I don't understand people, but like, yeah,
People don't want, I mean, I've learned from a lot of lessons. When people see your confidence and people see that shine, they see that light in you, they see that you are unafraid and they have that apprehension, they're going to do everything in their power, everything that's possible to create doubt. That's why those first three principles are so important.
right,
You know what I mean? Like, you really have to know, and everybody has a different source. It can be religion, it can be family, it can be internal drive, but as long as you have that understanding, I think it leads to where you're at, man. Fulfillment. That's what people pay a lot of money for. People are addicted to drugs to have that sense of fulfillment.
yeah,
People are addicted to money and careers and bad relationships just to have that inner peace.
so, yeah. I mean, so yeah, all those things, man. It's funny too, because I mean, I'm victim of few of them. It's like they, it's like they try to dogpile on you, and then you you got everybody looking at you like, why aren't you walking the straight and narrow like you were or whatever? But it's like I'm just doing what I've always done, and I'm not, like I'm not. Whatever you think is going on is like I don't know how to say it. Like it's
They're
um
not walking in your shoes. And
exactly.
it's easy to criticize other people, and it's so hard to really be disciplined and continue to support and have faith in other people. We're talking about vulnerability, right? We're talking about authenticity. When you are genuinely an authentic person that has trust and love for other people, you'll see miracles every day. And maybe that's what you're experiencing and living and why they can't relate.
Yeah. And so I've been having like the miracles are sometimes this is what's been really tearing at me. There's sometimes like it could be presenting itself as something really terrible in your life, and you think it's terrible, but it's actually a blessing and it's in disguise. And it's like you look
It's a
back on
setup
it
for
like,
a come up.
right, it's like, oh, I don't know why I thought that was so horrible, but at the time it was devastating. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. And we've all been there though. Like, everybody has had those setbacks. And every time in my experience, it's absolutely a setup.
yeah,
And
yeah,
all this leads me to the fourth pillar, which is honor. I've defined honor specifically in personal development involves a sense of ethical conduct and living by a code of moral principles. It helps individuals navigate complex moral landscapes and make decisions that they can be proud of, which is essential for self-respect and moral identity. That's the sauce right there. Is that a lot of times people make decisions to conform and they don't feel good about it. They just fit in. It's an act of bravery to tread the other way.
right.
People
So yeah,
don't feel confident making the right decisions.
I think honor is, it and loyalty are pretty tightly knit together, but
Oh
honor
yeah.
is more of a like a forefront, like forward action type of, um,
Mm.
like the way you present yourself. You could be loyal to someone and you know not be present, like you know, but
Going through the motions.
yeah, but like with honor, like it's a behavior thing, like
It's integrity. It's that moral code. It's actually acting on it. It's
right,
fulfilling all the prophetic words.
yeah,
I think that the problem with honor in our society, honestly, is that we don't know what to do when it's broken. when it's not upheld, we don't know how to
Well,
stand
yeah.
behind it, restore it. We're useless. I think
Well,
people as a whole.
yeah. I mean, what you can't do anything about it hardly anymore. It's like a crime or something against something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know.
The
Where's the
code is that there's no code. That's today's code. Is that you can't follow morality because there's someone that you're going to offend, right?
right?
Uh,
Yeah.
which is why I like to subscribe to a moral code that raises all ships. I do think there's a way to win. I do think that there's honor for all. It's just a matter of us really committing to that, which we don't do.
Yeah. And there's so much darkness in the world too. It's
It's
hard to get
us.
over.
It's us though. The darkness in our world is really jealousy. It's the selfishness. It's us wanting to undermine other people. Like
Yeah.
I love social media, bro. People on social media are so committed to. I think they think they're gonna win a game, and I
Yeah.
love it because no one is who they really are. No one is their authentic self,
Right.
and you see it. You see it so much on social media. I think that's like the most human of our experiences because you see these people online, but we live in a real world.
Yeah. So that's one reason why, like, I don't know. Ah, my son again. So that's one reason why, like, I decided I was gonna shut all my social media accounts down, which I'm in the middle. I'm in the making of doing it. I'm just doing it
Sure.
slowly, making sure I don't want to lose everybody's contacts or whatever. And I'll probably start up another Facebook, just not go.
Are you doing like a social cleanse? Are you trying to
Yeah.
detox your
So
social
I
network?
so I had, like you said, with the so I had realized how
Toxic.
different people are over social media, and because there's a certain individual that I have been talking to that is could be one way, or it could just be a miscommunication altogether, just because of Messenger. Honestly, like,
Hmm.
to pick up the phone to have a you know at least voice to voice conversation. The text messaging, the typing back and forth, it doesn't you don't get all the context clues. You don't get how irritated I am or not am, or you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
we had a few like real big blowouts, like back to back to back, and I'm like, this is stupid every time. It's completely avoidable. Just pick up the phone and call me. I'm done with that crap.
But people don't like talking on the phone, man. It's what did we talk about
Why?
earlier about vulnerability? People don't want to be vulnerable. And we've disassociated from a human experience to the point where we can be thugs with, behind keyboards. You know what I mean?
Right,
People talk real tough with their thumbs, but in a real world scenario, they're not the same. They can't authentically be themselves.
right.
I mean, that's kind of why I put this one together, is because I think that there are 5 features that are important to the human experience that really lead to fulfillment, that really lead to happiness in life. And you can see when that's absent. You can see through the personas that they perpetrate online. Just think about it. People are more invested in their online personas, their profile persona, than they in their reputation than they
Yeah,
are in their character.
right,
And that's, it's a sad reality. People really feel that if they put something online and 1,000 people read it, well, damn,
becomes
it's true, right?
right. Yeah, like you can't just write it down on paper and you're all of a sudden that it
Oh, you can
becomes
post it. You that.
you
That's
are
that's
that,
that's the way we live in. You post it, it's true. If
right?
10,000 people see it, it's true.
Yeah. I mean, it becomes more believable for sure, but like that, it doesn't actually come true, you know?
But don't forget, we live in a real world. So you can
Yeah,
catch these
exactly.
people in reality. And you really, I think at this point, you're introduced to power. I think that that's the greatest drug of them all. When you really see the power of influence and you really see what it means when these people hit the streets, right? They
Right.
don't necessarily get exposed, but you see how they curate their lives, how carefully they have to curate things, and they lose their instincts to live in our real world. That organic life is important. That's why these five pillars are so important to me.
Well, yeah. I mean,
People live behind those keyboards, man. They live behind screens. The last one is integrity. I think that this is the foundation of moral character. Integrity is huge in personal development. It means being honest and having strong moral principles. It leads to a consistent and uncompromising adherence to one's values. This is crucial for self trust and reliability. As far as our society goes, integrity is fundamental for building trust within our society. And when people act with integrity, they're more likely to be seen as dependable and trustworthy, which makes other people dependable and trustworthy. Not those people that only post the vacation pics, not those people that only post their purchases, the people that only post their highs as if there are no lows. That's kind of what I was talking about with reality smacking you in the face. When you only want to share your good times with people, you only want to share your best with people, you're not prepared to deal with your worst.
right.
I see too much of that. Um, my life is definitely one where I like to try to commit to other people. I like to try to help other people, but I'm
Yeah.
not immune to, you know what I mean? I'm not immune to life either. But it's so apparent. It's so real when you see people and how they're unable to engage. People will literally run away from you because they feel that they'll be, I'm using air quotes, exposed.
Right.
Straight
Yeah.
up.
It's yeah. I don't even know what I was gonna say just now.
No, we're just talking about integrity and how people don't have real moral character and they can hide behind these screens and just organic life not really being the same. I know that
Right.
25 years ago, um, we were
Man.
able to live organically. What we did was what we did, and privacy was different then too. But
Yeah.
now it's all fake and expectations are fake. And I think that as far as humanity, we're losing our zest. We're losing what makes us great.
Right. Hey, this kid.
Integrity.
Okay. Yeah.
But I think those are the five that really make a happy life. As far as really living the best life possible, having a real contribution and real power in the world. It's about maintaining your loyalty, pride, authenticity, honor, and integrity. These are the five most important things to me. And I think you're a good example of all these things. I think as a father, you've done a phenomenal job of maintaining these principles for the people in your life, and you need to take more pride in that. I think that you're a loyal, authentic person, and there's a lot of honor and integrity there. And I just appreciate you making the time to be on the show, man. I appreciate you being on the set.
Hey, man. I thank you, Ryan. It's you know, it's actually it really hits right here because like I mean outwardly I look like I'm doing great and I got it all together or whatever, but there is so many struggles and just like it's a mess sometimes and life can get messy
Yeah.
even if you're trying to do your best every damn minute, it's so like how you started out with honor, you know, honor yourself first and foremost, trust yourself, do what take care of you first.
Yeah.
Never going to have good relationships, and therefore you're never going to have anything, like in the professional world. If you can't have good relationships, you can't carry that into the professional world neither. So like, what are you going to have?
Right. Devastation.
Yeah, and it's like, oh man, it's like that Jenga game. One 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 wrong block and the whole thing comes tumbling down, and then you left kicking the pieces around like I don't even know which one went where.
But when you have that foundation, when you have that integrity, you can build it back up because
Yeah.
none of us are immune to life. And the times come, sorrows come, devastation comes. The power is in what foundation? I won't even say integrity. I won't say honor. It's just having that foundation to always be able to rebuild, to always be able to get back to your height.
Yeah, faith.
Man, and it starts inside of us. We have to be true to ourselves so we can fulfill our destinies.
Yep.
I mean, our steps are ordered. We just have to believe. The key is really to hit that first step. And once you really get that foundation, it's true, you'll land it every time. Every time.
Oh, huh?
I said, well, you'll land it every time. Do you
Yeah.
have any social medias or any projects, anything like that, that you want to share with anybody that might want to catch up with you?
Uh, no, not currently, but yeah, because like I said, I think I'm shutting all my social media down, but I'll be able to get back out there when I get it back on. I got, I got faith. I can find a way. Had found a way to get plenty of followers. The first time through, so it's
Exactly. Exactly.
not like I need a shout out for that.
Yeah.
Plus, so I haven't really told everybody, like a plan, what I've been doing, with my life while I'm kind of soul searching or whatever. But I'm going back to school here in
Dope.
June, starting in June, for a Bachelor of Science of Music and Production. So I'm
I
gonna
want
get
to hear the
going to
music.
school to be a music producer, which is really freaking weird because like I never thought it was because like I'm reaching back for from my childhood to grasp something that I lost
Hmm.
because I was trying to, figure out who the hell I am. So what I found was music and
Amen. The
and
ultimate therapy.
and like it was weird too because I just on a whim applied for this school and like I got put like they did the whole placement test like thing and they questioned me on the whole music theory and like I didn't even think I paid any attention to that when I was when we were studying it in like high school or whatever and it's like I don't know music theory but I do well apparently I do
Right.
but like I sat there and drew out the whole circle of fifths and everything and didn't get one flat wrong on it and I don't even know how I did
Because you knew what you was talking about.
that. I guess, man, it's weird.
You about to get
So
the degree, the credential to legitimize it because it's in you. It's all a journey. And these are the steps that were ordered for you to fulfill that destiny, bro. Like it's
God,
it's not
God,
a
man,
mistake.
works in mysterious ways, man. You think He's giving
Amen.
up on you? You're trying to do it on your own, and then I walked to the bar the other night with the ukulele, decided to go in, and next thing you know, like I'm playing at the bar with everybody listening, and now I'm supposed to be going to do open mic nights. Maybe that's the shout out I should be.
That's what I'm talking about. Where are you performing at, man? Let them know.
So I haven't started yet. I haven't even walked into the place, but I guess Monday nights at Three Halves Brewery in Liberty,
Okay.
like 6 o'clock. They have open mic nights, so I've been invited to go to that, and I probably won't perform there for another couple weeks if I do. But yeah, I don't.
It could be life changing. It could be life changing.
Yeah, well, I mean, just the other night at the bar, it was kind of life changing. It's like, wow, these people actually dig this. And like, I didn't think I sounded great, but
Right.
when you put yourself under a bridge or something, and you got the tonality bouncing off the walls, it's like, it does sound good, but
You had to
pretty
get the
funny.
right acoustics to get the right sardonics, right?
Yeah, right. It's funny because I'll be sitting here playing, and my roommates upstairs will be like, shut the just stop playing the stupid thing. I guess this thing does get a little annoying though at times because it's just how hot the tune is. It's up there, the high pitch, like it's not. It doesn't have the range of like a piano or whatever, but it's
But
fun.
that's your discipline. That's your craft.
It's
and that's
fun
your
to
gift to the
play.
world,
That's
man.
one thing. Like you can literally play any song you wanted to if you just figured out what the like strumming pattern is, and it's all chords, and then you can figure out whatever any solo licks or whatever are. But that man, there's an app for anything too. So
That's how I'm getting back on my trumpet, man. I play a little bit, but I'm nowhere.
yeah, I forgot
where
you
I
play
should
the
be.
trumpet, dude. I got my clarinet sitting right here too. I don't play it much anymore.
Yeah.
I did
It's
forget that, dude. That's crazy. Did you wind up
music,
playing?
everything, man.
Did you wind up playing it all through high school?
Yeah, I left sophomore year. I quit after my sophomore year playing in a band, but I
Yeah.
played, you know what I mean,
Well, so I went
sparingly.
to Liberty after that first year at Oak Park, and then I was actually glad that I didn't quit because what was it, junior and senior year when we started, because I don't know, sophomore year we didn't do pep band. I don't think.
Jazz band, marching
I
band.
don't know, but pep band was fun, and then we
Yeah.
wound up going. Uh, our our band got picked to go to the bicentennial celebration of the moving of the White House or whatever when it burnt down or whatnot.
Uh-huh.
And like we were the only high school band. Everything else was college, like Navy and Army and all those really astute marching bands. And yeah, we went and performed on a Tomb of the Undead Soldier, and I get
Representing.
dude, it was unreal. But yeah, I was glad I didn't quit for that reason, and then I guess for music theory. I don't know. I did like music. I didn't necessarily like playing the clarinet, I guess, but I still dug music, so I stuck with it. It's weird.
Formal education in music is everything. I wish I would have stayed with like a formal, structured band and all that, but
Yeah.
I always play around with it a little bit.
So it was weird. Another like deal, like I went to pick this up, but I was not actually going to pick this up. I was wanting to put notes on some paper, because I had like lyrics or whatever I wanted to write,
Mm-hmm.
and but I had just the same thing. The new Christmas Eve. I was sitting there playing one of those keyboards that has all like it'll teach you how to play it because they light up or all that.
Yeah.
And I was playing Silent Night, and then I already knew the melody. I'd played that since I was a kid,
Right.
on my grandma's keyboard or whatever. But I sat there and like I don't know what it was. I just never could figure out the accompaniment. You know, the chords that you would typically play with your left hand or switch out. You know, I couldn't figure out how they progressed, and it like I don't know, just I guess because I've been thinking about the music and the circle fits and this and that, and like it just clicked, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can play the piano now, and like I wasn't ever able to really play. You know what I mean? I can play stupid little things, but and
That's like
so
me.
I literally went to the music store and thought I'll just pick up a keyboard. But I went to the music store, you know, like I didn't go
Yeah.
to Best Buy. I went to Meyer Music or whatever, and like I was like, oh, because I'm not trying to pay $1,000 just to put music notes down. Like
Exactly.
I was, but yeah, it wasn't intimate enough to just make the notes with a computer or you know like or an app.
Right.
So
Well, I mean, those apps work though, man. Like, I always play like Happy Birthday and little simple stuff I can jive together. But there's apps that will listen to the tone and tell you how to play.
yeah, yeah, they do work. I don't know. I don't trust them for whatever reason. I don't know why. It just doesn't feel. You know what I mean? Like I don't even know. Like it's a feeling thing, I guess.
I mean, everybody's got different instincts. I found some apps that help you get the notes in the right range,
Yeah.
and it
Well,
gets you up
see,
on game, man.
that's
It's amazing.
what fits though.
Yeah.
If you got those notes, if you knew it, like what key you're in,
Play
you
us
know.
out, man. Play a little something for us.
I'm trying to think of a song to play.
Man, that's dope
No,
that
it's funny because I
out, man.
literally that those four chords right there is like probably 500 songs that I could just name off.
Right. I mean, music is infinite.
Every rose has its thorn, just like it. You know, it's
Yeah.
those are same four chords. Uh, May you only need the light when it's burning low. May you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go.
That's dope.
Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you miss no. Only know you love her when you let her go. Staring at the bottom of your glass, hoping that one day you make the dream last. That's the borrowed minor fourth, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Did you hear instead of that's in a lot of songs too. You borrow the fourth, the minor scale off of the minor scale of an adjacent to the right chords, and then you come back to the regular one, and it just makes it so much more pleasing to the ear. It's just like coming back to your major chord, like it just that's what everybody's waiting to hear. The
Right.
ear, like the brain thinks, I got to hear that note to end this.
It makes sardonic sense, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, that's
Uh,
too dope.
Go ahead.
No, that's dope. I want you to promote Three Hats Brewery Monday
Three halves,
nights.
like one and a half. You know, three halves.
Three Halves Brewery.
Halves, yeah.
Yeah, up in Liberty, Missouri. Monday nights. Dustin's gonna rock a set. I just appreciate you being on the show, man. Are you sure you don't have any projects or anything that you want to promote?
uh, no, honestly, not. Well, my birthday's tomorrow. If anybody's on my
Man,
Facebook's
happy
still up
birthday.
there, you check out the So I did the whole sponsorship thing. My brother and my stepfather, who passed a long time ago, but they both had Crohn's disease. So I picked to sponsor Crohn's and colitis organization. I don't know what it was. But yeah, if anybody wants to donate to that, that'd be swell. So other than that, man, no, I'm blessed enough to not have to need a shout out. But I love you people, man. Wish you guys
Man, I
just love
appreciate you.
everybody. Hey, why can't
All
everybody?
love to the world, bro. All love to the world.
All right.
Until
Sweet.
the next episode.
Yeah.
Peace.